Being that I have a background in computer science, I knew that it must be the input. So I did some digging and some researching, and I have compiled a list of over 100 prompts and the best way to use ChatGPT. All right, welcome. So the first step is to get ChatGPT. You can do this on your mobile or on your desktop. We're going to go to chat.openai.com/chat. And I've already got this pulled up. Okay, then you'll go to sign up. The easiest way is just continue with Google or a Microsoft account, but you can also go in and fill it out with your email. Okay, perfect. So from here, this is all you need to get started with ChatGPT. Quick tip, I saved this link as a icon on my phone so that I can quickly get to it. And usually you can do that from your browser. You just go to your browser, type it in on your phone, and then hit save to or add to homepage. We have ChatGPT open, and really quick, let's go over some of the limitations. It may occasionally generate incorrect information. And I've noticed this when asking it math questions. It may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content. I have not had that happen yet. Limited knowledge of the world and events after 2021. This was programmed prior to 2022, so it will have some limited knowledge. Now, I believe that it answered some of my questions wrong in the past because I prompted wrong, which leads me to my next tip. So most people kind of use ChatGPT on a surface level, as in they ask it something, it spits out a response. And that's great, don't get me wrong. But the way to really use ChatGPT is to ask it to act like an expert at something. ChatGPT works best when given really detailed instructions. We call those prompts, and you'll hear that word a lot. And as you'll see, this course comes with over 100 prompts. Most people leave out really descriptive words. You can tell ChatGPT to be specific, as in write in a tone or style of. You can tell it to brainstorm unique and unconventional ideas. You can tell it to give you ideas that are low cost. When I first got hold of ChatGPT, I was giving it long instructions. It would often time out or throw me errors. So what I ended up figuring out after doing some digging was that it has a limitation of 2,048 tokens. And that you don't really need to know, but just know that the best way to use ChatGPT is to have a conversation with it. Since most of you guys are business owners, let's start with business. Let's say I wanted to create a business. I don't know what I want to do. We can ask ChatGPT, help me create a business. Identifying a market opportunity, develop a business plan, securing funding, building a team, launching and marketing. As you can see, it's very vague. So let's try this again. Let's see, come up with 10 great business ideas. Mobile app development, social media management, online tutoring. We're getting somewhere. But let's try something even better. Let's then tell ChatGPT to remake list with low cost options. I like this: online course creation, virtual event planning, blogging. I like the blogging. So let's say, okay, so we're gonna talk to ChatGPT. Okay, I like option 3. Help me think of a good niche. Personal finance and budgeting, sustainable living, mental health and self-improvement, cooking and recipe development. I like this. Let's say personal finance and budgeting. I like personal finance. Help me think of a name for my blog. Money mindset, smart finance, the budgeting bunch, finance for the future, the wealthy way, money savvy, the finance fixer, the Pennywise project. I like option 1. Create my first blog post for me. Now, as it creates this blog post for me, and it sounds really generic, so it's done, I'm gonna say rewrite in a funny and sarcastic tone. Welcome to the Money Mindset, the personal finance blog that will make you want to scream, "I hate budgeting" at the top of your lungs. My name is Josh, or whatever your name is, and I'm excited to share my questionable financial decisions and money mishaps with you in the hopes that you won't make the same mistakes. I love it. I love it. All right. Help me create SEO for this blog post. For all you business owners, this is great for SEO, ranking your website higher on Google. Okay, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm gonna say, help me create a business plan to give to a bank for securing a loan to open a barber shop. The shop will be located in an urban area. A business plan is a detailed document that outlines your business goals, blah, blah, blah. Here's an outline of what a business plan for a barbershop in an urban area might look like. And this is the power of ChatGPT. It does the outline as well as you can feed it little bits of information. It'll literally do all the work for you. Sure, you can do this on your own, but this will save you hours. Okay, other things we can do for business owners, you can come up with taglines, you can come up with color schemes. Let's see. I like McDonald's logo and its colors. Create me a logo with a color scheme for teens. It's not going to create me a logo, but it'll tell me how I should create this logo. Okay, so it's saying the design features a stylized image of scissors with the comb, and the center of it is a stylized letter T for teen. The font is modern, bold, and easy to read with a playful and youthful style. The logo is simple and versatile, making it easy to use in a variety of contexts. The color scheme for this logo would be a mix of bright, bold colors that appeal to teens. The primary colors are dark blue, neon green, and red. The blue represents trust and dependability, while the neon green and red represents energy, excitement, fun, which aligns well with the target market. Okay, this is great because literally all you have to do is give this to a designer, and people pay thousands of dollars to have someone come up with this, like your brand, your tagline, your colors, all of that, your entire palette. And so this is great. Okay, I'm gonna do a new chat, and I just want to show you guys one other thing. I'm a wedding photographer. Create me a standard contract for my clients. I'm going to give it details with a 30-day money back. And would you look at that there? All right, love it. Okay. Hopefully by now you get the point of some of the awesome things you can do on the business front. For students, this is one of my favorite parts, and this is what I first figured out when ChatGPT came around. This is literally the first thing that came to my mind. But some things have changed since. So this thing can write papers for you. Let's say, write me 1,000-word persuasive essay about why marijuana is bad for you. Okay, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to say, cite your sources. Now, let's say you are in high school or college. Say, rewrite in the style of a 15-year-old teen. Now, ChatGPT over time will learn your voice and write, unless you tell it otherwise, in that style. What I've done in the past is given it an example of text that I have wrote. So if I wanted an essay, I would put an old essay through it. And this will help it to learn how to use words that you would use. Yo, you might think that weed is, yeah. So we're going to tell it to not use slang. Now we're going to rewrite and tell it to rewrite so that it can't be picked up by any plagiarizing software or AI detection. So you can do this at the beginning, but I like to tell it to rewrite so that I don't give it too many commands off top. And make sure that you guys open a AI detection and plagiarizing website or software on the side and thoroughly check before you turn these in. There are plenty out there. You can Google, some are free. I would likely pay if I'm going to use this for college or high school, something serious. I would likely pay because you don't want to, I don't know, sometimes you use free services and they aren't the greatest. All right, for teachers, we can create lesson plans, curriculums, homework. Let's say create 6-month curriculum for 5th grade math. Give me details on month 1. Okay, let's say write me a review sheet for the first day. Hey, this is great. Let's say we wanted an actual worksheet. Create me a addition worksheet formatted with tables. How cool is that? Now, of course, you can go in and say, make it blank. Don't give me the answers, right? All right, so as you can see, this thing is really, really powerful in helping you with your teacher workflow. My background is in Java. And if you know anything about Java or C++ or Python or whatever programming language you use, you already know that this is possible. And so if not, you pretty much just give it a specific instruction and it'll spit you out code. Write me simple code for a barber website using JavaScript. Now, the cool thing about ChatGPT is, let's say, for instance, you didn't know how to check this and see what it will actually look like. How can I make this code work so that I can see it? Okay. And if you're a student or you got a complex question, it'll solve it for you. For instance, I'm going to say this is a really, this is taken from text that is used in Java programming class. Given a string and a non-negative integer n, return a larger string that is n copies of the original string. So we'll put this in and see what it does for us. Now, of course, you will have much complex issues when you're on the job or solving whatever issue it is for whatever program or application you're trying to create. But this is essentially how you ask ChatGPT to help you. All right, in this video, I will be showing you guys how to make money using ChatGPT. Writing. There are sites like Fiverr and Upwork. For instance, right here on Upwork, there is someone looking for a blog writer who specializes in college-age blogs, paying $13 to $50. So I just copy that text over, change the point of view, put it into ChatGPT, and it output a blog literally within seconds. Just as easy as that. So there's another one looking for someone to write product descriptions for a candle line. And so, of course, I just copied everything from there, put it in on ChatGPT, changed a few of the words, and within seconds, it spit out an amazing copy for a candle product description. And I'm telling you, I couldn't have done this, at least not this quick. There are several websites, including Fiverr, and all you got to do is input what you're looking for. You can price yourself accordingly and look for the jobs that you want. ChatGPT can be used for copywriting, producing content, proofreading, translation, and writing. Finally, you can use it to create content on YouTube. Everything from quiz videos to documentaries about your favorite celebrity or company. You can create all types of content in a matter of seconds and make amazing amounts of money before the general population catches on. That was an earlier video that I produced, and that's why I had different clothes on. I figured it'd be a great place to put it. Creatives. If you are a YouTuber or creative of any kind, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, this can be a great asset to your business. All right, help me create 10 YouTube ideas, viral ideas. Let's just see what it gives us. Let's see if it'll create us Mr. Beast style ideas. Create 10 Mr. Beast style viral video ideas. Let's tell it to write and script out idea number 2 in detail. This is awesome. It'll write it out, but it'll also script it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. I'm taking on the ultimate survival challenge. I'm going to be dropped off in the middle of the wilderness with nothing but clothes on my back and a camera to document my journey. My goal is to survive for 24 hours using only my instinct and the resources around me. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Awesome. Let's say I create a viral, clickable thumbnail and title. I survived 24 hours in the wilderness with only my instincts. Thumbnail, a close-up of the host's determined face covered in dirt and sweat, with a determined look in his eyes. An image of a campfire burning in the background with the host sitting in front of it. The title is written in bold, bright letters. This is awesome, guys. Let's say we got the video done. Write the YouTube description for it. And of course, we can do tags. And of course, you could bullet point those out as well. Let's say you are a filmmaker. Write me an idea for a short story, less than 5 minutes. It'll give you the idea, and then you can go in and have it write the script. Rewrite, but include Dan Harmon's story circle. And if you know, then you know. And if you don't, then you should. A young girl, our protagonist, discovers a mysterious box buried in her backyard. The box has the power to grant wishes. Excited by the discovery, the girl starts to make wishes. She wishes for things like money, popularity, and a new bike, but as she starts to make more and more wishes, she begins to notice strange consequences. Her friends start to disappear. Her family members fall ill, blah, blah, blah. The great thing about this is, if you want to personalize it, you can change the name of the character. Hey, ChatGPT, change the name of the main character. Make the main character do this or do that in Act 1 or Act 2. And then let's see, script it out. And it'll write it like a actual script. Internal, girl's bedroom, day. Now, that is all. Now let's have some fun with ChatGPT, shall we? We can use ChatGPT to have a conversation in the tone of said character from any movie or series. I am going to say, I want you to act like character, let's say, Steve Urkel from Family Matters. This will be one thing included in the list of prompts that I give you guys. Well, well, well. Hello there. How can I help you today? I'm bored. Boredom can be a real drag, my friend. And actually, let's do it in Steve Urkel's voice. Boredom can be a real drag, my friend. Have you tried picking up a hobby or maybe reading a book? Yes, Steve. Let's see what. Well, that's great. Keep up the good work. Staying active is important for both body and the mind. Well, as you can see, that's just pass some time if you're bored. Let's go on to have a little bit more fun. Let's say play a game. What type of game would you like to play? Some examples include trivia, hangman, or 20 questions. Let's do trivia. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Who painted the famous artwork known as the Mona Lisa? I don't know how to spell. Leonardo da Vinci? All right, let's go on and have a little bit more fun with this. Write me a love song. In every breath I take, I think of you. You light up my world. Okay, let's stop generating there. Let's see. Create ASCII art of a dog. Let's do a rose. Create a rose. The rose flower is a complex of many parts. The above is a simple ASCII art representation of it. Okay, perfect. In this section, we will use ChatGPT to help us learn a new foreign language. Act as a Spanish teacher and let's have dialogue. Teach me. And then, hola, ¿cómo estás? Hello, how are you? Buenos días, good morning, buenos tardes, good afternoon, buenos noches, good evening, adios, goodbye. ¿Y tú? ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Josh. Say, for instance, you didn't understand. You just say, what is, or what does mean? Nice to meet you in English. It is a common phrase when meeting someone new. It is a polite way to greet and express that you are happy to meet the person. Okay, so as you can see, it's like your own teacher. If you don't understand something, ask what it means. And ChatGPT will always remember. An arrow will be a tab here on the left side of the screen you can always go back to. Play with it and have fun. All right, in this section, we'll be going over how to use ChatGPT as a relationship coach. Hey, I want you to act as a relationship coach. I will provide some details about two people involved in a conflict, and it will be your job to come up with suggestions on how they can work through the issues that are separating them. This could include advice on communication techniques or different strategies, blah, blah. My first request is I need help solving conflicts between my spouse and myself. And let's see what it has to say. Sure, I can help you with that. Can you provide me more information about a specific conflict you're having? Bit of background on the relationship, like how long you've been married and what your communication style is. I'll just make something up. We have been together 20 years and married for 15. We have good communication, but I'm bored. It sounds like you and your spouse have been together for a long time and you have a good foundation for communication, but you may be experiencing feelings of boredom in a relationship. Here are a few suggestions. Identify the source of the boredom. Find ways to spice things up. I'm going to say, give me some ideas to spice things up. Let's see. Here are a few ideas. Try something new together. Take a dance class. Try a new hobby. Say, I want to cook for her. She doesn't like beef or pork. Sure, here's a recipe for a delicious and elegant 5-star meal that does not include beef or pork. Pan-seared scallops with lemon butter sauce. I love it. So there we go. We have a relationship coach right there for us. And with that, we're going to move on to the next section. Okay, on this next one, it's a personal favorite of mine because I love to debate. We're going to use ChatGPT to act as a debater. We're just going to give it instructions to act as a debater. I'll provide you with some topics related to current events, and your task is to research both sides of the debate, present valid arguments. Goals to help people come away from discussion with increased knowledge and insight of the topic at hand. Okay, my first request is just welfare. Let's see what ChatGPT will come up with. Okay, it's important to note both sides of the argument have valid points and evidence to support their claims. For example, studies have shown that certain welfare programs can have a positive impact on poverty reduction, while others have demonstrated that welfare can disincentivize work. All right, it's great. So obviously, like, that prompt is really cool if you are in debate class or if you're just online and someone is throwing out certain issues that you are not familiar with. You can debate them, and if you're smarty pants like me, you always want to be right. Okay, this next one, we're going to use ChatGPT to find synonyms. I want you to act as a synonyms provider. I will tell you a word, and you reply with me a list of alternatives. Provide a max of 10 prompts. If I want more of the word provided, I'll reply with a sentence, more of X, where X is the word that you looked up for synonyms. You will only reply with a list of words and nothing else. Where words should exist, do not write explanations. Reply okay to confirm. Okay, let's say house. Cool. I went home to grab some cookies, then discovered my home had been broken into. I returned to my Adobe to retrieve some biscuits and then found that my dwelling had been burglarized. So it replaced words and cookies. That's awesome. So you can have fun with that. All right, let's go to the next video. In this section, we can use ChatGPT to create social media posts. Create a post for my wife's birthday. We have been together for 20 years. Happy 20th anniversary to the love of my life. Today we celebrate 20 years of making memories together, and I couldn't be more grateful to have you by my side. Thank you for being my partner, my best friend, and the most wonderful wife a husband could ask for. Here's to many more years of love and happiness. I love you. Even include the hashtags 20th anniversary, happy wife, eternal love. Rewrite with something about trips around the sun, because that's the end thing to do. Cool, simple as that. And the same thing can be used for Instagram posts, TikTok, all kinds of social media. All right, so in this lesson, we will ask ChatGPT to help us with Excel spreadsheets. And just in case you don't have Excel, what I use is Google Sheets. Okay, so I'm going to open a Google Sheet document. Write me a Google Sheet formula for taking the price of a stock in column A. All right, it says this formula assumes that the stock ticker for the stock you want to look up is in cell A1, and the price is the attribute you want to retrieve. And we put, let's put AAPL for Apple. And then in cell B, we're going to put the formula up here. All right, let's see what it does. Okay, so it gets that at 130. We can put the, there we go. Okay, and then let's go and look up and see Apple stock. There's indeed 135.27. Okay, let's look up Buick. 35.73. Let's do GM right here. Just hover over that cell, hit Control C for copy, paste the formula here, Control V. Yeah, 35.73. Perfect. Let's see, list some practical daily examples of Google Sheets formulas I could use. Explain how I could use them. Okay, summing up a range of cells. You could use this formula to sum up a column of numbers It lists expenses or sales figures. Create an example Google Sheet document with formulas for my pantry food. There are tons of use cases for needing Google spreadsheets. You can ask ChatGPT to create you a list of things that are in your pantry, your budget. All right, so let's go to the next module. Now for this next module, we will explore GPT-3. And this is the software that ChatGPT is based off of. And so a lot of folks have been using GPT-3 because the ChatGPT website has been flooded, and every day you get on, it's either really slow or it's just not up altogether. And so I'm going to show you guys how to use GPT-3. It's actually a little bit more advanced, and so we're going to call this the advanced section. So what you want to do is you want to go to beta.openai.com/sign up. I always continue with my Google account because it's easier for me. And it'll get you right into this thing called Playground. Playground is ChatGPT, but better and without the nice user interface. Over to the right, there's different models, but Text DaVinci 003 is what ChatGPT is based off of. And this will never be down and it'll never run slow. So, for instance, we can ask it to write an example Google Sheet formulas for my pantry. Show me more pantry formulas for food. Hit submit. And over to the right, you have temperature slide. And if you turn it up, then you'll get more creative output. You turn it down, you'll get more predictive output, more general, stale. You could tell it the maximum number of tokens, and that's really confusing, but know that for every token, it says the exact limit varies by model, but this one is one token is roughly 4 characters. So I generally leave this somewhere in the 200-300 ballpark because I haven't needed more. Yeah, so Playground, the GPT-3 Playground is great for longer papers, and it's not as sensitive. You will find that some things on ChatGPT won't be answered due to sensitivity, whereas in the GPT-3 Playground will allow you a little bit more freedom. For instance, are you male or female? I am male. Now, if you go to ChatGPT, are you male or female? There you go. So that's a little limiting, but GPT-3 will kind of let you explore. Why? That's the gender I was assigned at birth. Do you have feelings? So I hope this has helped you a ton. I love using ChatGPT as well as GPT-3, and I'm eagerly anticipating the GPT-4 release soon, and that would just take ChatGPT to the next level. So guys, use this to make your life easier. I use it every day, all day long. And with this course, you'll get these 100 or so prompts, and I'll be constantly updating those as well. So thank you.